Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for episode 22 of the world's greatest, okayest World of Mixed Martial Arts 5 series. It has been 7 years since we started the save in May of 2005, and boy howdy, do we have stuff going on. Let's get straight into it. And today, returning after a while, we have the rankings. Finally, the rankings are here. They're back. They're on your screen. They're beautiful. I hope you are enjoying them. And heck, let's start it off with a bang. Let's start it off with UFC 102, Lesnar versus O'Reilly, taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada. Brock Lesnar facing off with Alex O'Reilly in the 265-pound division, main eventing the UFC pay-per-view. Alex O'Reilly, 3rd-ranked heavyweight fighter. Brock Lesnar, 8th-ranked. Let's get to it. So we run through the undercard, featuring Sean Strickland and, I don't know, some other people. Cub Swanson, legend. Brock Lesnar versus Alex the Maverick O'Reilly. Brock is an 8-4 record, a plus 420 underdog. In the save, he has previously faced off against Billy Willie, suffering a loss. Bruno Guimas, winning on that occasion, and is on a 3-fight losing streak in the UFC. Brutal. Roy Nelson, Cain Velasquez, and Andrei Arlovsky, who I believe is champion again, or was. Anyway, Alex O'Reilly, 15-3 overall record, coming off a 3-fight win streak over Brandon Vera, Bruno Guimas, and Jeff Monson after a loss to Frank Mir, who's also a champion. Alex only loses to the best. Brock is one of the best. Let's see how it goes. Minus 530 favorite Alex O'Reilly. Definitely should be the winner here. 0% chance this goes all 15 minutes. 2 men touching gloves. 4 punches and a right head kick for O'Reilly. O'Reilly got him to trip takedown. Can't get Lesnar down to the ground. Big man there. O'Reilly still holding control of the clinch. Muscles Lesnar up against the cage. Lesnar, amateur wrestling champion, prevents it at first, but eventually pinned there. O'Reilly gets the double underhooks, hitting the short punches against the cage. Now Lesnar's got O'Reilly up against the cage. There's dirty boxing there. Into the final minute of the round, Mark Goddard resets them. Over under now. O'Reilly gets the position. Tries to take Lesnar down. Lesnar wrestles himself better there. Trying for the takedown right back, and that is the end of round number 1. Probably an O'Reilly round, maybe. 2 jabbing kicks and 18 jabbing punches to 17. It's a pretty close round. I don't know. We'll just see. Just in terms of the metrics, feels like a very close round. The game's giving it to O'Reilly, but we can never take that as a guarantee. Low kick from O'Reilly there. Wrestling now. Again, trying to pin Lesnar up against the cage. Lesnar really just not letting it happen. Can't get the takedown, can't get the pin. Finally pins Lesnar to the cage. It's just kind of wearing him down there. This is actually really boring. You'd like to think a battle of heavyweight titans like this would be exciting, but the video game Lesnar is never quite the same. Fights more than 2 rounds in. I just realized this is a main event, so it'll be 5. Big straight right from O'Reilly twice now. That's the end of round number 2. A lot better of a round there from him. 28 jab punches and a jab kick, plus a jab power punch to just 18 standing soft jabs from Lesnar. Maybe another 10-9 for O'Reilly. Round number 3. Remember, there are 5 total, and they come to a clinch. Lesnar getting the advantage here, trying to pin O'Reilly up against the cage. Alex is pinned now. They're hitting each other with short punches. Lesnar definitely maintaining control. Very much a control. They're about halfway point of the fight right there. O'Reilly's reversed it and pinned him back. Reset by the referee, as the crowd is probably not very much into this. Left hand by O'Reilly and a kick to the legs for Lesnar. O'Reilly pretty exhausted here, though. 1 minute of the round remaining. O'Reilly with a jab, a left and a right. Lesnar trying to get some grappling going, but O'Reilly hits him with a right roundhouse kick to the body. That had to have hurt. 2 jab kicks, 26 jab punches to 25 jab punches. Very even 3rd round. They're giving it to O'Reilly, but that very well could be 2 rounds to Brock Lesnar so far. It's tough to say. Lesnar trying to go for the takedown. O'Reilly with a low kick to the front legs. Lesnar going for the takedown now, and exhausted O'Reilly has to pull guard. O'Reilly throwing some punches. Lesnar smothering him, though. And kind of punching him in the body here, just wearing him down. Maybe going for a big 5th round KO. Goddard stands him back up with 90 seconds left in the round. Lesnar getting a bit tired, takes a right hand now. O'Reilly tired but confident. Left jab and a kick to the front leg. O'Reilly looking exhausted. He's got 6 minutes left to pin this. Another takedown for Lesnar. Lesnar trying to pound him out. Two guys kind of just grappling with those ground punches. That's definitely Lesnar round, I think. 17 ground strikes and 2 takedowns versus just 5 jab punches and 2 jab kicks. Definitely a Lesnar round, and Lesnar could well be winning this fight right now. We will have to see what's going on. The game never knows for sure. Brock Lesnar now getting a hold of him, trying to pick him up for a slam. Gets it. O'Reilly pulls guard. Lesnar trying to knock him out. O'Reilly just trying to defend, get some punches back. Pounding away with right hands. Seems like Lesnar's kind of banking on the fact that he won either round 1 or round 3. 90 seconds left in the round now. Lesnar going for another takedown. Now the amateur wrestling coming through. 4 takedowns in 2 rounds here for Lesnar. Final minute of the round. Lesnar trying to work past the guard. Can't quite do it. Lesnar leans back, tries to pound away, and that is it, folks. Round number 5. 2 takedowns for Brock Lesnar. And 32 ground strikes versus just 1 jab from O'Reilly. That's definitely a Lesnar round. So, personally, I've got it scored 48-47 for Lesnar. Maybe. It could very well be 48-47 O'Reilly. But if Lesnar did enough to win round 1 or round 3, then it's over, because he definitely won round 4 and 5. So let's find out. The judges' scores are now being announced. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47 for your winner by unanimous decision, Alex the Maverick O'Reilly. So Alex does enough in rounds 1, 2, and 3 to hold on and take the unanimous decision from Brock Lesnar. An average fight, to be sure. He definitely, okay, let's go through the rounds here. 18 jabs to 17, 2 jab kicks to 0. So Alex won round 1. He definitely won 2. He won those rounds 1 and 3. Those are close rounds. You could argue that they went to Lesnar, potentially, based on cage control. 4 and 5 were definitely Lesnar rounds because Alex had nothing left. Alex is absolutely going to have to work on that cardio if he wants to stay in the elite, what am I talking here? Elite echelon of fighters. If you look, he's never gone to round 4 before this. Even when he's main evented, he ended it so fast that it didn't matter. But he's getting into the higher level of sport now. And I want to give him his flowers because he's on a 4-fight winning streak, but he's got to build that stamina up to avoid things like watching Brock Lesnar ragdoll him for 2 rounds and then going, oh yeah, that's a title shot contender right there. But at the end of the day, the W is next to his is in his column for this fight. So congratulations, Alex O'Reilly. Now 16-3, 4-fight winning streak in the UFC after dropping a fight to Frank Mir, Mike Whitehead. So he's like what 7-2 in the UFC. That's really impressive. So congratulations to him. Lesnar drops to 8-5 and has lost 4 straight. The UFC might look at cutting him. I'm not really sure because he's still Brock Lesnar, but we will have to find out. Congratulations again, Alex O'Reilly. All right, a little bit of other news here. Grease Kumas has now won the Cage Rage heavyweight title. Congratulations to him. Even though his guy is not in our thing anymore, we agreed we would follow him just a little bit. So Grease Kumas now a champion. Or Kuma, I don't know. The guy got mad at me for reading it wrong. But he also then immediately signed with K1 Heroes. So, Anyway, the news. Pride and Bellator are both approaching Alex O'Reilly a contract. So O'Reilly has options here. He can go to Bellator, face off with Josh Barnett. He can wait for a title shot here, or he can head over to Pride. Lots of options for Alex O'Reilly. I would love to see what he's doing. Yeah, Grease Kuma won the title, and then immediately left and went to K1 Heroes. So we might see him again. You never know. Cage Rage, let me double check here, because I believe Cage Rage is the same company that had, George Joe was their champion forever, then vacated it to go sign with Bellator, and then Grease Kuma won the title, and then immediately vacated it. So, whatever. They had a good champion for a long time, but when you're a small company, you get what you get. And the hits just keep on coming. We are at Pride 76 on the prelims. First fight of the night. We got LeVar Johnson versus Machado McGregor. Machado McGregor about to read him his rainbow. Well, that's LeVar Burton. Whatever. We're about to read him his rainbow and go 7-0 against the 16-3 mega favorite here, We will have to see if Machado McGregor can back up that 6-0 undefeated record. Let's get straight into it. I'm very excited. Kickboxing versus Muay Thai. This one should stay on the feet. First round, 10 minutes. Here we go. McGregor, 12 years younger, ready to fight. Connects with the left. Both of them hit with the left. Meeting in the center now. Quick punch and a low kick checked. Great right hook from McGregor. Johnson is hurt a little bit. Tries to shoot in on McGregor. Can't complete the single leg. Pins him up against the ropes. Now dirty boxing skills here. Couple nice right hands there. Knee strike. That Muay Thai coming in handy for Johnson. Going for the leg takedown. Under side control, Machado. Johnson trying for an Americana. Machado blocks it. Johnson trying to get to mount now. Loses control as they scramble. McGregor's turtled up. Tries for the rear naked choke. Gets bucked off now. Scrambling again. Johnson pins him up against the rope. McGregor taken down all the way. McGregor's being smothered now. 5.5 minutes left in the round. Johnson trying to pass the guard. Can't do so. Referee stands him back up just as though to make a comment on it. Johnson burned a lot of energy there. Jab and a right hook. Machado kickboxing time for him. Remember, this fight is scored as a whole, not round by round, so the two fighters will engage. Left jab, right hook from McGregor. Both guys trying to land that shot that's going to do it for them. Two jabs from Johnson. Straight right from McGregor. Walking him down now. 1.5 left. Two counter lefts. Feints, and then crunching right hook. What a shot from McGregor. Under a minute left here now. McGregor's conserving a little bit of energy, coming forward to attack. In the pocket, 45 seconds, straight right from McGregor. McGregor, again, hitting a lot higher rate here. As I say that, he takes a counter shot. McGregor takes the initiative. Beauty of a straight right as the round ends. And that's the prevailing image in the judges' heads. LeVar Johnson, 2 of 3 takedowns, 1 power punch, and 13 jabs, plus a jabbing knee. Machado McGregor, 4 power punches, 9 power jabs. Very even, I would say, depending on what you believe. But Machado McGregor is landing shots that hurt, and that's what's important here. I would not feel like the 1070 favorite on Big Johnson is maybe relevant to what's going on here. Accurate. McGregor stepping into the pocket. Nice jab and a leg kick. He's just dealing damage time after time. 5 quick punches. Left jab and a right cross from McGregor. Johnson's gas tank slowing here. I believe there's this round and another. Nice 1-2 from McGregor. Preliminary fight. Past the halfway point in the round. McGregor trash talking, of course. Remember, this man went to prison for 18 months. He's a hard man. Great right hook from him. McGregor might have broken his own hand. That is not good. Johnson looks exhausted, though. McGregor just a little tired. Still plenty of energy for trash talking. Landing a few strikes. 1-2 punch, but Johnson doesn't get hit. Talks a little trash some more. Coming forward. Johnson getting mad. Counter left. Roundhouse kick to the body. Two guys trading with 1 minute left in the round. Johnson, counter jab. Again, roundhouse kick to the body. That cannot feel good for Johnson. Johnson controls. Trying for that takedown. Can't get it. McGregor's looking exhausted, but just in time. There's the end of the round. 2 power punches, 4 power jabs, and 3 jab kicks from McGregor, while LeVar landed just 12 jab punches. Again, we're talking power here. We're talking damage. Probably McGregor doing so well. Great round, though. Here's the bell for the start of the final round. McGregor coming forward. Looking for 5 more quality minutes. Johnson with the jab. McGregor with the 1-2. Not landing at a high rate in this one. In this round, we should say. Lands a jab. Johnson trying to grapple. Roundhouse kick to the body. That could not have felt good, but into the clinch there. Few clean punches from LeVar. McGregor kind of running out of stamina here. 17 minutes into the fight. Johnson also getting ready to die. Takedown from Johnson. McGregor has to pull guard, and this is a... Johnson slid into side control, trying to get into mount now. A scramble. Johnson on the bottom, McGregor in side control. What's he going to do from there? Just throws a couple punches to the body. Johnson getting into half guard and manages to evade a few last-minute punches. Not much doing there. Nine ground strikes, jab kick, 2 jab punches versus a takedown, 9 punch jab things, and a ground pass. So, I'd say it's close. We'll just have to see what happens. All 3 judges have given Johnson the win. Unfortunately, the undefeated streak of Machado McGregor is no more. I felt like it was a close fight overall. He landed a lot more powerfully. LeVar really didn't hurt him much, but the control he had throughout the fight was enough for all 3 Pride judges to give it to him. Machado McGregor, unfortunately, is falling to 6-1. LeVar Johnson, a 17-3. Absolutely no real disrespect in losing to him. He's the 16th ranked heavyweight in the world. Barely lost. Mike Whitehead, Sergey Karatonov. Just a good fighter. I'd like to see this one again when Machado McGregor's got a little more experience under his belt. But for now, he is going to have to take the 0 on this one, and our last undefeated fighter is done for. Sad day here. And it's the same night. We are at Elite XC. 4 fights in 2 weeks. This is a very fruitful episode. Start to the episode, at least. Alistair Overeem versus Anderson. What a main event we have for you at Elite XC tonight. Very excited. Demolition Man Alistair Overeem versus Anderson. 8-6 record. Pretty middling as far as records go in the save. Lost to Justin Eilers after stringing together a 3-fight win streak on the local scene. Don't know why he's main eventing, but he sure is. Muay Thai kickboxing Brazilian versus a Dutch kickboxing specialist. He has previously fought Jack Duplessis and lost. He also fought, I don't know, anyone else? Maybe just Jack Duplessis. Anyway, he lost to Jack Duplessis, and we will have to see if he can overcome a watch your save fighter in his second attempt. So here we go. Anderson plus 750 underdog. Minus 940 for the Demolition Man, who's giving up a lot of weight here. 2 men moving in to engage. Right hand with the jab and a spinning kick. 2 men in the center now. Jab from Anderson. 2 guys fighting now. Anderson connects with the left hand. 5 quick punches. Anderson, though. 2 counter jabs for Overeem. Anderson missing with the 1-2. Going toe-to-toe. Nothing really significant landed so far. Right hand, a couple of jabs, and a big right hook that Anderson barely dodges. Final 60 seconds of the round. Anderson really not fast enough on anything here. Nice straight right from that one, though. Both fighters stepping into strike, and a right cross nearly hits Anderson, but manages to miss. Just 4 jabs for Anderson that round. Overeem landed 13 jabs and a kick. Not going well for Anderson so far, but we will have to see how it goes. Overeem, high confidence here. 2 fighters engaging with strikes now. Nothing really doing. Anderson with the left hand. Overeem, again, landing a few punches. Anderson getting tired now. I'd get tired of getting hit in the face, too. I think this is a 5-round fight, but I'm not entirely sure. Back and forth. A lot of flurries being thrown by Overeem. 2 counter lefts there. Back and forth. Nothing significant, though. 1-2 from Anderson. Can't quite get it. Right hand, left jab, low kick. I mean, it's not going well for Anderson. Overeem continuously putting the pressure forwards. Anderson nearly takes a big roundhouse kick, but he looks exhausted with the effort dodging that. Hits a knee from the body, though, from the Muay Thai base. Pins him up against the cage now. Knee strike to the ribs. They're gonna give that one to Anderson on the card. Let's check the metrics there. Round 2, 7 jab punches, a power knee, and a jab knee versus 13 jab punches and a jab kick. There you go. All right, where are we? Oh yeah, round 2 is just finished. And we're maybe giving it to Anderson. Great. Let's get back into it. All square at 19-19. Overeem coming forward on the attack. Counter left from Anderson. Overeem, left hand, nothing but air with a big right. Striking back and forth. Anderson misses a left hand. Overeem throws another flurry. Throwing fast, tiring out early. 2 left hands on the counter. Anderson with a quick 1-2 now. Anderson looking exhausted. Overeem probably still has the stamina advantage, and the fight is only half done. Assuming it goes the full distance, that is. Sequence of quick jabs and a body kick. Overeem, gassed. Anderson, gassed. Leg kick misses from Overeem. Low kick again from Overeem, trying to take down the legs. Not having a whole lot of success there. Final 60 seconds of the round. Both fighters together striking now. Roundhouse misses from Anderson. Quick exchange doesn't lead to anything. Overeem looking tense. Both guys starting to fight. Anderson with the jab. Nothing. Oop. Alright. Too far. They're calling it an Overeem round on the game. Let's take a look ourselves. 20 jabs to 2. Yeah, that seems fair. Anderson getting absolutely pieced up so far. Let's keep watching. A few quick jabs and a right cross from Overeem. Anderson looks exhausted and he's getting outstruck badly. A few quick left jabs and a big hand misses. Anderson connects with the left. Overeem, left jab and a left kick to the rib cage. Both fighters move in and engage. Anderson with a 1-2. Not much going on there. Overeem looks exhausted. The clinch now. Anderson wrestles him up against the cage. Overeem against the cage now. Needs strike. Couple knee strikes here. Anderson's only actual place of advantage. So many knee strikes from Anderson. Get the clinch working very well for him here. Overeem tightening the clinch now. Anderson looking absolutely exhausted. 40 seconds left in round 4. Knee strike to the ribs again. Overeem gets out, and that's the end of round 4. They're going to give that one to Anderson, so maybe dead even. Overeem's taking a lot of shots at the ribs. Maybe Anderson can find some kind of finish with a body shot. It's possible. Let's figure it out. Anderson needs to get to that clinch fast, though. Hits a right hand. Overeem misses the low kick. Nothing much happening in the center of the cage. Overeem, quick left jabs. Oh, rib shot to the rib cage. Big reach advantage. They fall into a clinch. Anderson pins him up against the cage. This is where he could win now. Knee strike to the ribs. Knee strike. Foot stomp. Another knee strike. He's absolutely winning this. Quick elbow now. Overeem slips back to the center, but he's completely out of gas. I don't even think I've seen that note before. Both fighters meet in the center. Quick left and straight right from Anderson. Overeem still manages to land 4 strikes despite being exhausted. And Anderson tries for a takedown, can't get him down, and that is the end of the fight. Round 5. 3 jab punches, a jab kick, an jab elbow, and 3 jab knees versus 7 jab punches and 2 jab kicks. It's 9-8, so we'll have to see how they score that. The judges are just about to announce their scores. Here we go. Anderson, despite himself, might actually have a shot in this one. Sal D'Amato calls it a 48-48. Derek Cleary scores at 49-46. Overeem, and you're a winner, maybe, or drawer. And Bird gives it 50-45 in favor of Overeem. I have no idea what's happening here, but your winner by majority decision, Alistair Overeem. That is the first majority anything in this save. Absolutely bizarre scorecards, but Alistair Overeem moves to 29-10. Anderson drops to 8-7, just one fight above 500. Congratulations to Overeem. My condolences to Anderson. What a very weird fight. Alright, so Alex O'Reilly has decided to extend his deal with the UFC, and for God knows what reason, Ultimate Fighting Championship have offered Anderson a contract, despite losing twice in his most recent run with Elite XC. Like, they gotta job somebody out or something? I really have no idea what they're doing here. Machado McGregor has suffered a strained wrist while fighting. He will recover in... he'll be fine. Still got medical suspension for 6 months, but other than that... And Bruno Guimas has been booked to face Ruben Villarreal at an American large local show. What a face. 9-15-1. Not a real winner, this guy. Bruno should make short work of him. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is Strikeforce time. And just after some fella named John Jones... 6-0, light heavyweight, we got Earl Moe versus Brett Rogers on the co-main event of a big Strikeforce card. Also featuring Pettis versus Edgar in a rematch, which is a banger of a fight for sure. Brett the Grim Rogers, he'll be facing off 6-4, 10-2 for big sexy Earl Moe in the Strikeforce heavyweight division. Earl Moe coming off a 3-win streak, Travis Fulton, Tim Hagg, and Tony Lopez after dropping the title to Ben Rothwell and then losing to Shane Carwin. He's fighting his way back up the mountain in the only promotion he's ever fought in. Brett Rogers is called The Grim. He is 6-4, but is on a 4-fight win streak after a rough patch in KOTC. He seems to have found his footing here in Strikeforce, holding a 2-0 record with the company so far. Ron Sparks and John Murphy are on his list of victims, but it doesn't seem to the odds makers that Big Sexy is going to join him. And minus 1,200 favorite is Wrestling versus Brett Rogers mixed martial arts style. Let's get straight into it. Rogers 3 inches on the man, but is 6 years older. Let's get straight into it and see what happens. Two guys touching gloves now, meeting in the center. Neither fighter can manage to hit right at first. And kind of a tentative exchange here. Moe going for the takedown with that wrestling style. Rogers in guard. Moe into side control now. Only gets to half guard. He tried for side control. Moe's working his way there. Pops his leg free. Gets into side control and immediately goes for that Kimura. And Rogers has to tap. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in 3 minutes, 4 seconds in round number 1. An utterly dominant ground performance. A big sexy Earl Moe. A takedown, some 2 ground passes, and a sweep. Perfect card for big sexy Earl Moe, who hits the pay window in just a little over 3 minutes. Congratulations to Earl Moe, who has now extended his winning streak to 4 fights in a row in Strikeforce and is now holding an 11-2 record. Brett Rogers drops to 6-5. Maybe you could fight Anderson. Well, here's the news. Anderson is signed with the UFC. I do not know why in the world they would bother signing him, but they sure have. And we are here for American Large Local Show. Look at Yves Edwards. What is he doing? This guy. He's 37-16-1. That's crazy. Anyway, Bruno Guimas versus Ruben Villarreal in the main event of a local show in Washington. Guimas probably is going to make short work of him as far as we can tell, but you never know. Matt Serra's on this card. What a crazy card. All right, let's get straight to the fight. 11-4 versus 9-15-1. You're not reading that wrong. Mixed martial arts versus brawler. The 42-year-old Warpath is about to meet the one. Here we go. Opening bell now. The two men touch gloves, coming together to strike now. Minus 1,200 favorite. Brace of jabs and a nice right hook from Guimas. Guimas maybe trying to grapple there. Mixed martial arts style. He can excel on the feet or on the ground. Villarreal already tired. Jab and a right hook. Villarreal misses a punch. And he's already getting to the deeper reaches of his gas tank. 2 minutes into the fight. Glancing high kick from Guimas. Not a great one, but Villarreal lands a right hand. Guimas coming forward to attack. Misses with the jab. Left jab and a straight right lands hard. Bruno kind of toying with him now. Willing to risk getting hit. Grabs him into a clinch. Shoves him up against the cage now. Just smothering him there. And that's apparently just the plan for this round. Close quarters punches. Bruno not wanting to risk a lot of damage apparently. 25-year-old veteran. 15-fight veteran. Been in as many fights as Warpath has lost. Shoots for the takedown now. Villarreal can't quite escape, but takes a sharp stomp to the foot. Keeps a solid base though. Apparently his takedown defense is fairly solid, if nothing else. Though he's fighting against exhaustion here. Apparently, yeah, Guimas wears him down eventually. Villarreal into half guard. Gets passed straight into a mount. Going for the arm triangle now, and that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, the one Bruno Guimas has defeated Ruben Villarreal by an arm triangle in round number 2. Maybe a little slower than he would have liked, but Bruno took next to no damage. 2 jabs in the entire fight, and should be ready to fight again very soon. I would have to imagine that Bruno, after being cut by the UFC after two losses, probably someone should be looking at it for a contract again soon. Again, his loss has been to Brock Lesnar, Arlovsky, Kevin Randleman, and Alex O'Reilly. Very elite talent he's lost to, and it's pretty much destroyed everyone else he's faced. But we will have to see what's next for him. I predict a contract, but we'll see. Congratulations to Bruno, moving to 12-4 in his professional career. Alright, we are in Canto for Pride 77. Antonio Silva and Ronaldo and Jacare Souza main eventing for the title. Anderson Silva has beaten him twice, so I guess they're running out of challengers. Anyway, starting up the main card, we got Rob Broughton versus Broughton? I don't know. Versus Jack Duplessis. That picture terrifies me. Wait, oh, that's not Rob Broughton, that's Daniel Cormier. Well, anyway, Daniel Cormier versus Jack Duplessis. That's a great fight. Cormier 3-1 so far, having beaten Prince McLean, Tommy Sauer, and losing to Tim Sylvia. Jack Duplessis 11-3 record, coming off a loss to Seth Petruzzelli. After has he gone 3-2 so far in Pride? Respectable for sure. Let's see what happens. Jack Duplessis, a minus 280 favorite. Wrestling versus wrestling. Expect this one to go to the ground, folks. South Africa versus the South. Lafayette, Louisiana native Daniel Cormier. Also NCAA champion. 2 men touching gloves now. Jack starting it off with some strikes, hitting a nice straight right to start with. Jack with a left cross. Cormier 4 quick punches, shooting for the takedown now. Jack into guard. Cormier trying to pass guard and get in a better position. He's in side control now, going for the Kimura. Duplessis blocks it, tries to get back into guard. Cormier throws a few punches on the ground. We got 7 minutes on the ground here. Cormier going for the mount. They scramble. Jack on his back, pulling half guard now. Trying to get to full guard. Can't quite get there, though. Passing the halfway mark of the round. Cormier on top. Duplessis tries to get to full guard again. Scramble now. Nope. Cormier gets side control, though. Throwing some right hands. Cormier going for mount. And he scrambles. Jack on full guard now. A quick strike. Cormier trying to pass. Gets put into side control again. Trying to get to guard. Can't do so. And that is the end of round 1. 1 of 1 takedowns, 2 jabs, 38 ground strikes, 2 ground passes. Easy domination by Cormier to start the fight into round number 2. Back to the feet now. Cormier getting into the clinch, trying to pick him up for a slam. Gets it. Oh, that had to hurt. Jack barely manages to pull guard, and it's a weak guard that Cormier passes into side control immediately. Cormier, not much of a submission threat, but is definitely throwing some punches from the ground here. Going for mount now as they scramble. Cormier gets him, tries to force him down. He does manage to get him back down to the ground. Jack is turtled up. Cormier going for that rear naked choke, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes, 18 seconds into round number 2. Daniel Cormier defeats Jack Duplessis by rear naked choke. Cormier, of course, real life, double 2-division champion, and he's off to a 4-1 start to his career here. Jack drops to 11-4. Decent fight, tough loss for Jack, now on a 2-fight losing streak, and 3 of his last 4 with Pride. Hopefully this won't affect his employment status, but we will see what happens. That's why I get confused. On the same card, that was on the prelims, on the main card, we got Rob Broughton, a minus 320 favorite against Eric Black Power Fanga. Eric is a violent knockout threat for sure, though coming off back-to-back submission losses. In fact, 3 of his 5 losses have come via submission. He also has been knocked out and TKO'd. So, sort of back and forth for Fanga. He's still the 21st ranked heavyweight in the world. A lot of talent. Former Rookie of the Year. That was 7 years ago now. He is solidly somewhere in the middle of his career. He's 25, still young, 2 inches on Broughton. Muay Thai versus submission fighting, not a great thought for Fanga because he is not good at submission countering. As we fight here, neither fighter taking real damage. Hits Broughton with the beauty of a straight right, though Broughton shoots in looking for the takedown. Fanga partially defended it and gets pushed up against the ropes. Takes a hard foot stomp now. It's got to hurt. Broughton tries to finish that takedown. Gets it now. Fanga into half guard. Really needs to get out of here quickly. Broughton into side control now. Vicious knee straight to the ribs. That looked like it hurt. Broughton goes in for mount. Fanga gave up the back. Broughton gets that body triangle and tries for the rear naked choke, and he's going to get it. Fanga has now lost 3 consecutive fights. They're calling it a fantastic 5-minute fight. It's tough, though. He's lost to Antonio Nogueira, Fabricio Verdum, and now Rob Broughton. Broughton is kind of the name standing out there. That's not great. But, I mean, all they really did was 1 power punch and 1 power jab. So that's tough there. Fantastic fight, but at the end of the day, he's on a 3-fight losing streak. Not something you want to see. Condolences to Fanga, who drops to 10-6. Congratulations to Broughton, who's 14-5-1. Forgot to mention Rob Broughton had previously faced Billy Willie unsuccessfully. Jack Duplessis, unfortunately, has been cut from the Pride roster. Like we talked about, lost 3 out of his last 4. Hopefully, maybe he can go back to K1 Heroes or Pancrase, where he has very good records. We'll have to see what they decide to do with him. Unfortunate, he faced some tough names there, and at the end of the day, he just couldn't get it done. He will be back in 47 days and hopefully ready for another fight. George Joe has been booked to come in his comeback fight from his big loss to face Bob Sapp at Bellator 31. Ueda versus Tom Ignalo the 3rd time. Ueda has won both of those fights, and I believe currently holds the belt. But regardless, Bob Sapp versus George Joe, what unbelievable fight. Sapp a 13-9 fighter, and George Joe a 14-1 fighter. Joe is a colossal favorite to beat the Beast, but I mean, hey, it's Bob Sapp. What else do you want? Look, he's on a 3-fight winning streak. Beat Pedro Rizzo, Roger Akers, some local fighters, people that don't exist. But sure, why not? Everyone loves Bob Sapp. So there you go. We'll have to see what happens. I predict a knockout. Excited to see that fight in September. Won't be on this episode, but it will start us off strong on the next. And like we talked about, Elite XC have offered Bruno Guimas a contract. Like we said, 3-fight win streak in the local scene. He actually lost his only Elite XC fight against Brock Lesnar, of all people. But I think a 12-4 heavyweight, still young, great choice for them to pick him up. So hopefully that goes through. Tiny bit of news here. Ron Francis Jr. has been booked to face Seth Petrozelli at Pride Bushido 16 in January. So 2 episodes from now. Seth Petrozelli has previously beaten Jack Duplessis on our save and has a 4-1 record in Pride. So it's pretty impressive. Not doing too bad. We lost to the aforementioned LeVar Johnson. Ron Francis Jr., of course, 9-2, and coming off a tough loss to Alexander Emelianenko. But, you know, two losses in his career. Not too bad. Slower career, for sure. And Bruno Guimas has signed a contract with Elite XC, so hopefully he can get some wins in a name company now. We'll see what happens. Alright, here we are, K1 Heroes 43. big heavyweight fight on the top of the card. Bobby Braxton versus Mark Hunt. Should be a very, very good one, folks. Bobby the Bruiser Braxton versus the Super Samoan Mark Hunt. Hunt holding a 14-8 record and having previously faced Ron Francis Jr. unsuccessfully. And that's it from our save. But what a career. Was briefly the Japanese heavyweight champion and then vacated to go independent. Sure, why not? Anyhow. Not a great record in Pride, but he also lost his K1 Heroes debut last time out. But hey, we all lose from time to time, right? Bobby Braxton, meanwhile, is 14-4 overall, same amount of wins, half the losses, held running on a 5-fight win streak, and overall a 8-1 K1 Heroes record. Why in the world have they not given this man a title shot? I have no idea. 13th ranked heavyweight in the world, facing off with Mark Hunt. Minus 420 favorite, kickboxing style. Let's get straight to it. Braxton has a 6-inch height advantage on the other man and 13 years younger. So here we go. Nice jab and a straight right from Hunt. Both guys stepping in. Misses. Braxton misses quite a few things here. Braxton, though, quick left jab and kick to the leg. Hunt looking for the takedown. Gets the takedown on Braxton. Hunt trying to pass guard on him now. Braxton scrambles. Hunt is in half guard. Braxton firing off just a few punches from the top while Hunt grabs full guard. Hunt forces back to his feet, and they're in the clinch now. Hunt hits him with a few punches, and Braxton gets backed up against the ropes. Hunt going for the Muay Thai clinch. That's tough now. They wrestle free, though. Oh, right head click, but kick just glances off Hunt's head 5 minutes into the round. Low kick now from Braxton. Misses with a low kick, Hunt getting tired. Hunt taking the initiative. 4 plunge flurry, no good, though. Left jabs and a right cross for Braxton. Braxton going for the takedown now. Can't get him down, but he'll drive him up against the ropes. Trying for the trip against the ropes now. But Braxton gets reversed against the ropes and now takes a knee and an elbow from the clinch. Not a great plan for Braxton. Taking some stomps there. It's a tough place to be. Hunt putting all 265 plus pounds on him into the ropes. And here we go for round number 2. Oop. Sorry, I meant to show the metrics. 6 jabs. I'd say relatively even. Hunt had that takedown, but otherwise relatively even. Ground strikes there. Maybe we'll call it roughly even in the first round. Maybe a slight advantage for the Super Samoan, but Braxton definitely has more energy right now. Coming forward to attack. Throwing punches back equally. Nothing really happening. Braxton grabs Hunt and trying for the trip takedown again. Finally gets it there. Tries to pull guard. Braxton trying to pass. They scramble. Hunt's exhausted. Braxton in half guard, though. Hunt trying to get free. Pops his leg out for a scramble, and Hunt ends up in the guard now. Braxton tries to pass. Gets into side control. Scrambled now. Braxton in the turtle. Hunt trying to fight his way through. Hunt. Back control. Hunt's got back control there, and trying to attack from dirty boxing. Breaks free and gets into the center. A minute left in round number 2. Braxton trying to do some actual damage here. Lands a nice right hand to the body. Hunt with the counter left. A low kick to the front leg, then shoots for a takedown. Hunt sprawls, and that's the end of round number 2. Round number 2, not much going on here. 10 ground strikes and a ground pass for Hunt, but Braxton landed a takedown and 2 ground passes. Let's see. Jab punch, jab kick. Yeah, it's even-ish. It's really hard to say, honestly. I'm struggling to call this one, but both guys meet in the center now. Hunt with the left cross. Quick left and a straight right from Braxton. Hunt's cut open now and on the verge of exhaustion. This is the time for Bobby Braxton to go ahead hunting. 2 left jabs and a high right head kick. Beautiful. Hunt throws a punch. Can't get it, though. Braxton tries an exhausted takedown. Can't quite get him, but he'll pin him up against the ropes. And then he lands the takedown from there. Into side control. Throwing a few punches now. Hunt trying to pull guard. Braxton throws a few strikes. Just trying for those extra minutes of control. Braxton going for the Kimura, though. Oh! Clever from Bobby Braxton, and he will take down Super Samoan Mark Hunt. 3 minutes, 33 seconds in round number 3. There's an angel number for you, and an angel must have whispered in Bobby's ear, go for the Kimura, because he gets it with, a minute and a half left in a fight that he was not necessarily winning. If you look here, Hunt was landed more power punches, more jabs, landed some knees. It was about equal. But that submission by Bobby the Bruiser Braxton, absolutely inspired. Taking him 15-4, Mark Hunt drops to 14-9 in his career. And what was frankly a great fight. Congratulations to Bobby Braxton. A little bit of news for you. Elite XC, Bruno Guimas has been booked to face Alistair Overeem. Coming off a win over Anderson and a previous loss to Jack Duplessis, he will try to obtain a winning record against Watcher fighters. But Bruno versus Alistair, that should be a pretty darn good fight. That will be in September, so again, on our next episode, but certainly a fight to look forward to. Tiny more bit of news here. Alex O'Reilly has been booked to face Cain Velasquez at UFC 106. That should be a banger. O'Reilly versus Velasquez will be the highest non-title fight on the card, also featuring Nate Diaz versus Joe Stevenson, and Ryuichi Miki versus Joseph Benavidez for the Flyweight Championship, which I believe is a division they literally just started. Anyway, Cain, 11-0, 9-0 in the UFC versus Alex, 16-3, 7-2 in the UFC. That's going to be unbelievable. First of all, Alex O'Reilly considered the favorite right now, but not you. Cain is undefeated, having taken down Brandon Vera, Roy Nelson, Brock Lesnar. Art imitates life. Yeah, what an unbelievable run he's been on. Hopefully, what are they ranked in the UFC heavyweight? 5th and 3rd in the heavyweight rankings. So, feels like it should be a number 1 contender fight. But we will see what they elect to do with that. Unbelievable fight coming to us in December of this year. I am incredibly stoked for that one. Alright, we will end this episode with Grease Kumas getting booked to face Blagoy Ivanov at K1 Heroes 45. Well, there you go. He's on our radar because we got Bobby over there and we got... I thought we had somebody else over there. No? Might be crazy. I guess Bobby's still over there, though. So, you never know. Our champion is Heath Herring, having defeated Semi Schlitt, Alexei Oleinik, Antonio Silva, Czech Congo, and Rico Rodriguez. Bigfoot Silva. What a guy. And he gets a rematch. Sure, why not? Anyway. Now you know. Great. Thank you guys for watching. It's nice to be back. Hopefully we can run this a little more often, but we will see what happens. Catch you later. This has been The Watcher. See you next time.